You know what's crazy? We only have 2 months left. 2 months. And then this year's gone. And I don't know what you've done so far, but if you're still breathing, you still have time to turn it around. Not next year, not someday, now. Because these last 2 months, they'll expose who's serious and who's just talking. They'll show who's hungry and who's comfortable. And that's the truth most people don't want to face. Most people think they have time. They think January will save them. They think somehow, magically, they'll become disciplined because the calendar changed. But nothing changes if you don't. Not the clock, not the date, not the world. And right now, this is your last chance to prove you meant everything you said this year. Because time's been moving, quietly. Every second you wasted, it didn't stop for you. It just kept going. And maybe this year didn't go the way you wanted. Maybe you failed. Maybe you lost yourself a bit. But that doesn't mean it's over. The year isn't done. You just stopped moving. And that's what separates people. The ones who keep pushing when everyone else slows down. You think winners wait till January? No. They double down when everyone's asleep. They stay silent when others quit. They lock in while the world rests. That's why these 2 months matter more than the rest of the year combined. Because what you do when everyone else is comfortable decides who you'll be when the year ends. Be honest with yourself. How much time have you already wasted? How many hours did you give to distractions, to doubt, to fear, to doing things that don't move you forward? You can't get that time back. But you can make the rest of this year count. Because that's what growth is. Not perfection. Correction. You look at what you've done wrong and you fix it. You don't cry over the past. You learn from it. These 2 months, they're not about proving anything to the world. They're about proving it to yourself. Can you stay consistent when no one's watching? Can you show up when the motivation is gone? Can you choose focus when your mind screams for comfort? That's what this phase is. The silent test. No cameras, no validation. Just you and your choices. And I'll tell you something. If you can stay locked in when no one's clapping, you'll never need applause again. 2 months. 60 days. That's all you have left. And that's enough. It's enough to build something real. It's enough to get ahead while everyone else sleeps. Because right now, everyone's slowing down. They're relaxing. They're telling themselves, I'll start again in January. You don't get to say that. You're not like them. You've seen what wasting time does to you. You've felt that guilt before. That voice in your head saying, you could have done more. This is your moment to silence it. Wake up earlier. Work longer. Study harder. Train smarter. Cut the noise. Stop scrolling. Stop talking. Stop waiting. Lock in. Completely. Because these 2 months can change everything if you let them. And listen. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you the discipline you keep wishing for. You build it. You earn it. One decision at a time. And yeah, it's going to be lonely. You'll lose people. You'll lose comfort. You'll lose the things that once felt safe. But that's the price. That's what growth demands. When you go silent, the world forgets you. But that's where you build the version of yourself they'll remember forever. 2 months from now, you'll look back. And one of 2 things will happen. Either you'll feel regret or pride. Regret because you kept waiting for the perfect moment. Pride because you decided this was it, that these last 2 months were your turning point. You can't control the year that's behind you, but you can control how it ends. So end it like a fighter. End it like someone who refuses to waste another day. Go silent. Let your results speak when the new year begins. Let your discipline make noise in silence. And remember, no one will understand why you disappeared. They'll think you fell off. But you'll know the truth. You were building in the dark. You were preparing for the year they'll wish they had. Because the next version of you is being shaped right now, in these last 60 days. Every hour counts. Every sacrifice matters. Every small win stacks. So stop waiting for a miracle. Be your own. This is it. The last stretch. The last chance. Lock in. Go silent. And when the new year begins, don't show them your goals. Show them your results. Because these last 2 months, they decide everything. You know what's funny? When you finally start locking in, you'll start losing people. Not because they hate you, but because you stopped being available for their comfort. You'll realize how much of your life you gave away. To conversations that didn't grow you. To habits that didn't serve you. To people who never once asked how your dreams were doing. And when that hits, you'll feel the loneliness. That silence that used to scare you, it'll become your new home. Because when you start chasing something real, the noise disappears. The world goes quiet, and you start to hear your own thoughts again. That's when the growth begins. Not when you're motivated, not when it's easy, but when you wake up every morning knowing you're the only one who cares about your goal, and you still choose to move. That's real strength. That's power most people never touch. You stop waiting for approval. You stop explaining your vision. You stop apologizing for being obsessed. And that's when the world starts labeling you. Cold, heartless, changed. But what they don't understand is, you didn't change. You just stopped pretending. You just started living the way you were meant to. People will ask, why are you so serious all the time? Why don't you come out anymore? Because you realize the truth. Every distraction is a thief dressed like pleasure. It feels good now, but it steals from your future. And you're done paying that price. That's what these last 2 months demand. Complete focus. You can't half commit to greatness. You can't build something extraordinary while keeping 1 foot in comfort. You either give everything or you stay the same. There's no middle. You know that version of you that you keep imagining? The one who's disciplined, successful, sharp? They're not waiting for next year. They're waiting for you to act now. Every time you choose sleep over your dream, you push that version further away. Every time you procrastinate, you kill a piece of who you could have been. And that's the truth no one wants to hear. You're not running out of time. You're running out of chances. Because time doesn't ask permission. It doesn't slow down for your excuses. It just keeps moving. And one day, you'll look back at this exact moment and realize these 2 months could have changed everything. But you were too busy trying to feel good instead of getting better. You've got to rebuild your mindset now. Strip it down and start again. Forget what people said about you. Forget how much you failed before. Forget how far behind you feel. It doesn't matter, because greatness doesn't come from what you had. It comes from what you refuse to lose again. So set your structure. Wake up at the same time every day. Train your body. Train your mind. Cut what doesn't serve your purpose. And stop expecting to feel motivated. Motivation fades. Discipline doesn't. Even when you're tired, you show up. Even when it's silent, you show up. Even when no one believes in you, you still show up. Because showing up is how you win. You don't conquer life in one big move. You do it in small, relentless repetitions. Every single day. So when these last days of the year start slipping away, don't chase comfort. Don't chase fun. Chase progress. Because when January comes, you won't need resolutions. You'll already be in motion. And that's the difference between dreamers and doers. One waits for the perfect time. The other creates it. You've got 2 months left. Make them the most focused, silent, powerful 2 months of your life. When everyone else is slowing down, you accelerate. When they rest, you rise. Because this time, you're not chasing time. You're controlling it. And by the time they start again, you'll already be gone. Too far ahead to ever be caught. You'll notice something strange when you start living like this. You stop craving applause. You stop waiting for recognition. You just work. Because deep down, you finally get it. The reward isn't the result. It's the becoming. It's who you turn into while no one's watching. It's those nights when you're drained but still give your all. It's the silence that used to feel empty, but now feels sacred. That's when you understand. Peace isn't found in comfort. It's found in control. Control over yourself, your reactions, your emotions, your urges. And once you master that, you become untouchable. Not cold, just calm. Not heartless, just focused. You stop reacting to noise because you've seen how meaningless it all is. People will still talk, they'll still doubt, but their words won't land anymore. You've become too grounded, too centered in your mission. So, if you're hearing this right now, don't waste another day thinking you'll start tomorrow. You are running out of time. And that's exactly why you need to start now. Every rep you skip, every second you waste scrolling, every moment you spend comparing yourself. It's energy you could have used to build the version of you keep dreaming about. Don't let this year end like all the others, with promises that never became actions. Make these last 2 months the ones that silence your past self forever. Let your results speak for you. Let your work echo louder than your excuses. Because when the clock hits midnight on the final day of this year, you should be able to look in the mirror and say, I didn't waste it. Not this time. These next weeks are not about motivation. They're about redemption. They're about proving to yourself that you meant what you said. You've been talking about change all year. Now it's time to live it. Cut the noise. Disappear if you have to. Lock in and build something that lasts. Because when January comes, you'll either wake up proud or you'll wake up wishing you'd started sooner. And that's the truth that separates the real ones from the rest. No emotion, no excuses, just work. You've got 60 days. Use them like your life depends on it. Because it does. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just unfinished. And these last 2 months, they're your chance to finish what you started. So go silent, lock in, and let the world wonder what happened to you until they see what you've become. You'll reach a point where you'll stop chasing the future and start becoming it. No noise, no rush, just quiet consistency. The kind that no one sees, but everyone feels when you walk in the room. That's what happens when you stay locked in long enough. The world begins to notice the silence. Not because you're trying to prove something, but because you stopped trying to prove anything at all. You learn that growth isn't loud. It's not something you post. It's something you live. You start realizing most people were never against you. They were just too distracted to understand you. And that's okay. Because you weren't meant to be understood. You were meant to evolve. These last 2 months aren't about revenge. They're about focus. About building something so real inside you that when people finally see you again, they can't recognize the person they once overlooked. You'll speak less. You'll smile differently. You'll walk like someone who has already seen what failure feels like and survived it. That's real confidence. It's not arrogance, it's awareness. The awareness that no matter how much time is left, you can change everything. if you move with purpose. So keep your circle small. Keep your mind sharp. Keep your focus ruthless. Because the truth is, most people don't need to know what you're building. They'll see it when it's done. And when they do, when they finally see what silence creates, you won't need to say a word. Your discipline will speak for you. Your results will speak for you. Your evolution will speak for you. So disappear. Train alone. Work in the dark. And when the clock resets, you won't be the same person walking into the next year. You'll be colder, calmer, clearer, unrecognizable. Because the last 2 months didn't just test you, they rebuilt you. So lock in, go silent. And remember, you don't need a new year to start. You just need today. The last 2 months decide everything.